What's up? We are back. It is Hammer Away. We got ourselves another bit of a lightning news flash. So hopefully we'll be seeing Sam here in a minute. We got this thing set up. It'll give me a chance to kind of intro this a little bit, which is just fine before he shows up. So here we are looking at the schedule again for the Pretty Boy Floyd Midnight Devils tour over in the UK. And they are at the HRH Festival today in Great Yarmouth. It's right on the coast. And I can pull you up a map here real quick. I just pulled this up. So you see where the red is here out there on the coast on the right-hand side there. That's where they are. So Nottingham they had just prior to this. And also in Blackpool. So I'm going to figure out where those are exactly. I know Nottingham is pretty close by to there. So, hey, great seeing you guys. Hopefully, like I say, I just sent Sam a link. We kind of got this rolling here last minute. So I was sent him out that. So, but let's take a look here real quick before he gets on here. Let's take a look at this. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Wait, whoa. Here we go. So here's the HRH Festival poster. Yngwie is the headliner. They've got Taiketo as well, and Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons. Then also Jizzy Pearls, Love Hate, Jeff Tate, Pretty Boy Floyd, of course. And then they have Punk Rock Factory, Adam and the Metal Hawks, Sasquatch, Gypsy Pistoleros, Kill Code. Here's one that's interesting. I'm not familiar with a ton of these. He's trying to connect. We're going to see if we can get this to go. Hopefully we can. And then this one is real interesting because I was just talking with a gentleman who's working with these guys. Hell's Addiction is coming up. I'm going to be having an interview with them on the 15th, oddly enough, hopefully, if that works out. Dax and Roxanne, The Darker, My Horizon, Cower Hounds, Laz Campbell, the Dead Amigos. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor again while I'm reading this up. Nitroville, Blitz, the Howling Tides, Slacker, the Karma Effect, Dead Writers, Circus Birds, Bang Bang Firecracker. What is that? Muddy Brook. And the Big Dirty, This House We Built, Molly Karloff, Warbirds, the hot one, Crowley, Hearts and Souls. Boy, those get a little tight in there. The hot one, I guess there's two, Crowley, Hearts and Souls, Daylight Robbery, King Voodoo, Delusional Silence, In the Search of Sun, and Ransom. How about that? Plenty of bands there. Looks like we're having a little trouble getting them in here. Hopefully you can be able to connect. Here's some pictures. Actually, here, let's show you this then. So today, look at that. It's the 16th anniversary. This is the 16th festival there. Hard Rock Festival. This is day 3, Saturday, November 4th. We have White Tiger, Bang Bang Firecracker, Burnt Out Wreck, the Midnight Devils, Bye Bang, Gypsy Pistoleros, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Yngwie Malmsteen. Don't know if you've ever seen Yngwie Malmsteen. If you have, it's a pretty cool show. I saw him years ago with actually had whenever I think about having some issues on the show, then my brain just goes elsewhere. Wow. That's terrible. Rudy Sarzo was the bass player that night. Here we go. Hey! How's it going? Here we are. All right, come back here. I can hear you fine if you want. But you can't hear me, I suppose. Here's a shot of them there. We're gonna go to the dressing room. Okay. care of the guys while they're waiting. They're spinning out, giving me a little bit of time. Look at this shirt. I told him I need to get one of those. All right, and again, that's where they are. Got to find the right spot.
Stu, can you hear us all right?
I can. Yeah.
Perfect.
Should we all use accents today, or should we what?
Kind of. It's a knockoff accent.
I know, right? I stopped at a hotel while I was over there hanging out with Wayward Sons, and I said, "Hey, do me a favor. Ask me, how's my English accent?" She goes, "It's okay."
It's okay. It's just okay.
I said, "Beautiful, thanks."
I wish I could put this up. I gotta figure out. I don't know. We're building a tower here. Hold on.
Oh, this is great. Awesome. Ingenuity at its best on the road, right?
All right,
Perfect, man. Thank you for joining us today. I'm glad we caught up.
Absolutely.
And how's everything so far? How are the first couple of shows for you?
We have 3 shows in, and everything's been great. They've been packed houses. We just got off stage here at HRH. As you saw earlier, that's the crowd. HRH big festival, Hard Rock Hell, right here in Great Yarmouth, just packed house. And they went crazy, ballistic.
Fantastic. That's
Loved
great.
It.
I just actually had the I had the setup of the bands that I just went through with them right before you popped on.
Yeah, we were on at like 4:30 p.m. here.
Okay.
Which I was kind of nervous. I'm like, man, nobody's gonna be here, but man, it filled out.
Awesome. That's kind of like when I was doing the when we did the Rock and Skull thing, and I was on at 1. I'm like, is anybody gonna be here?
Yeah.
So everything else is great. Everything, the shows, the crowds, it's great.
The shows have been great. The people have been amazing. The food has been good. We've had a blast, haven't we? Yeah. Great. Carrie here.
Hey, Carrie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
She's been along for the ride, celebrated her birthday here, last night in Nottingham. And just a first time over in England, and the ride has been
an adventure.
It's awesome when you get to go over there and hang out, especially when you're just hanging out doing something fun. Sometimes you can. I know when I went over and checked out with the Wayward Sons, which I had to wear today. It was it was a trek. I mean, I was on foot otherwise after I'd get off of my transport, but man, it was a blast.
Yeah, we're walking around all over the place. We went and seeing cathedrals and castles and stuff before the shows, and trying to experience everything we can while we're here.
Yeah, let me see. I had one of those. Where'd that shot go? I had the one. I thought, here it is.
Oh yeah, that's in Milan.
Oh, that's an old one in Milan?
Yeah, that's the Milan Cathedral, but that was from the Italy tour like a month and a half ago.
Wow,
just beautiful, the most incredible cathedral I've ever seen.
Wow. So it's fantastic being able to get out and over there. What's been some of the favorite highlights so far?
Fire away.
Oh, man, I don't even know.
Favorite highlights?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Nottingham Castle is very nostalgically cool. That's
Robin Hood, the home of Robin Hood, right?
Wow. Yes.
Just the culture difference.
Yep.
I think it's because it's my first time. I love it. I think it's great.
But the people have been so nice to us and just so welcoming. It almost seems like we didn't wait a whole entire year to come back, and they're coming out and saying, hey, we saw you last year. We loved you. We're back again. Or, it's just so much love being shown that I just kind of get, I love it. I get overwhelmed with it.
Yeah, that's a perfect word. I almost was going to say that word. Yeah. I'm glad you did. I was like, yep, I bet that's exactly what it's like.
Overwhelmed in a good way,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to go back to the schedule. And next you got a day off, and then you're at Bannerman's in Edinburgh.
Yes.
And then you get one more day off before you go to Belfast and do the whole shebang out.
I know, 5 days in a row. Work.
How long are each one of those shows?
I mean, from the time that we walk in the front door, 12 hours easily.
Yeah.
2 to 2, I would say. 3 to 3.
Okay.
So if you think about it, it's 12 hours. We only played for 1 hour. It's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. I
mean,
think about
you know as much as I do.
I know, and I'm only on the local level. I mean, people don't realize it's a 10-hour deal.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just to do a local gig. I don't do makeup. I don't do any of that. And I show up in my not looking like dad jeans and maybe a kilt on my more prepared days. And it still takes 10 hours.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Today we left at 9 a.m. our time to make it to the gig. And even then we were kind of like hustling around, trying to eat food and get makeup done before our 4:30 stage time. It was still like nuts. And we helped, our tour mates, Pretty Boy Floyd, get them on stage and get them all ready to roll. And then after that is Yngwie, of course. And we have to leave.
Yeah.
The maestro has spoken. We were wandered into the sound check, and they're like, you can't go in and watch the maestro during the sound check.
Have you how many times have you seen Yngwie?
We've toured with him this will probably be our 7th or 8th show with him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who's with him right now?
The only guy I know he's had a keyboard player with him for a long time, and then he has his tour manager, bass player is Emilio. That's really about the only people that I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know who it is that's doing his singing now?
It's the keyboard player and him. So it's
really?
and the keyboard player, yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
So it is interesting. Carrie's about to experience it for the first time.
Yeah, this will be my first.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself for the Shred Fest.
Oh yeah.
Sound check.
Yeah.
We did get to.
Like his instructional videos. Let me slow that down for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
And unbelievably,
Catch that?
unbelievably loud.
Yes.
Yeah, the amount of marshals on this stage is impressive.
Wow. Yeah, I know when I saw him here when he played St. Louis years ago, Doogie White was his lead vocalist and Rudy Sarzo was on bass.
Whoa, that would have been cool.
It was very cool. It was very cool until I got in the parking lot and there were these two guys. Oh my God. You know how it goes. These two guys drinking beers, talking with him. They're both like 6 foot whatever, talking to Doogie White. So like, are you the guitar player? And I'm like, oh dear God, were you even inside? I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So there's always one or two in a crowd, right?
Absolutely.
Gotta love it. So the rest of you're going to be hanging tight now and then working with Pretty Boy Floyd and then you're stepping out. You guys, what's your travel looking like right after this?
Pretty Boy Floyd's on right now. Yep. Yeah.
And then
That's exactly what happens. If you're talking about the tour, we got one more week with Pretty Boy Floyd. Then we do Kenny Ozfest in Cincinnati. That's December 2nd. And then we have to we don't have to write, we have to record this brand new record. That is like top priority number 1. I feel like in order to tour into next year, you have to have that record to support it.
Yeah. Where are you going to be recording?
Top secret location, only because we don't know yet. We're throwing around a few ideas. We don't know.
Cool.
We're thinking Florida, England, or Chicago.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. I'll keep it.
We just don't know. So we're like, do we go and there's so many options.
It's rough to have options.
It's rough to have options.
It is, right? It's a good problem to have.
Sure.
And I'm like, well, recording in England would be it'd be logistically terrible, but the story of putting out a whole entire record or even an EP or a demo that we recorded in England and then brought back to America, I think the story lends to some very cool stuff.
Yeah. That's a cool thought. I love thinking about it that way because It's the experience of it all, right?
Right. You know, like when the Stones went and recorded Exile on Main Street, they did it in France, right? You always hear those stories.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Iron Maiden was that way too. They used to travel to some different places to do, just to get away sometimes, to go and do something and enjoy themselves after they'd worked their asses off on all these records year after year after year and touring. And they're like,
and you might be able to add to this, but I really do think like the environment that you are in, no matter where it's at, directly influences the sound and the feel and the vibration of the record.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, then, what is your day off like?
Oh, tomorrow we have a 5-hour drive. So I think our bus calls at 11 a.m. We have a 5-hour drive, and then we are just hanging out. Carrie, unfortunately, has to leave. Tonight is her last night here. I'm very sad. I'm sorry. She doesn't want to go. Can you see it? She's having fun.
Don't want to go.
With that lovely hair she's got, I wouldn't want her to leave either.
She was worried about her hair too.
The humidity gets the curls going, and
Yeah, but it's the natural look, though. It's still, you get that good natural look. I mean, I remember my cousin doing a big blow job done on her hair. She's like, "Ooh," had the blow dryer going, and then she stopped, and I go, "Oh, that's it." And she goes, "Well, I haven't even done anything." I go, "Don't. Just leave it. It's perfect. You don't and plus, I'm like, I'm a guy. I look at women's hair, all the time. So I'm like,
yeah,
I know. I mean, I know what looks good to me. So I'm like, I don't know. Looks perfect to me. I don't know. It's like, however that works.
They're telling us there are some cathedrals and stuff to go to in Durham.
Oh.
So we just kind of go out and sightsee and see what trouble we can find, I believe.
Yeah. And let me
rest.
ask you one question. You mentioned that you'll be driving 5 hours tomorrow. The one thing I realized when I went over to Europe and spoke with my friend over there and talked about driving from this point to this point, she's like, "Oh, well, that's like a 4-hour drive." I was like, "Yeah, that's not much." She's like, "Oh, that's very long." I'm like, "Not to me, it's not."
Yeah, absolutely.
Driving.
She's been driving most of the way. Her first time over here, so we just threw her in the car on the right hand side, and like sink or swim, figured it out.
Yep.
And then, but when we would start tours, like even earlier this year, we would start tours by having to drive 13 hours to the coast or something. It'd take us 2 or 3 days to even get to the first show. And here it's like everything's within 8 hours, which is the size of Nebraska.
And they don't leave that far. So normally they stay within, because everything they need, everything they want is a couple hours away. So 4 hours over here is 13 hours in the U.S.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly. It was so interesting. I was like, really? That seems like a long. Okay. No, I mean, we do that at home on a weekend and come back.
Yep.
It's no big deal. So, well, great. Well, I won't keep you. Just want to make sure I've got my own rehearsing to do. I got a gig tonight, and I've got some songs I got to make sure I got right.
Have a great show.
Thank you. I will. And you guys have a great rest of the party there at HRH, and getting things broken down and having the drive tomorrow. And then we'll keep in touch about when we'll get back together here and chat. Probably try to do it in between before you start the big 5-day show.
I appreciate you doing this on gig day. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
My pleasure. If you wouldn't have gotten a hold of me though, at that moment, I don't know if I'd have had time.
Really?
I was like, "Oh yeah, you have to set these up a certain amount of time before." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I got to set this up." So otherwise it's going to go, sorry, can't do that.
Great. Perfect. And it was meant to be.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now, you do get my note. I would love to have one of those tour shirts.
Yeah. She got it.
That looked cool. I love that artwork.
There's one with the queen and one with the little red devil.
Oh, I love the little red devil one.
Perfect. Extra large. Gotcha.
Thank you. That's so cool. I love that artwork,
problem.
Which is why you see it's here on this and it's on all the things.
It's our incredible art designer, Livy Ulrichs from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh.
Yes, she turns my ideas into masterpieces.
She's doing a wonderful job. The artwork speaks to me. I dig it. I love the lines and everything. It's great.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Well, great job over there, man. I'm glad everything is happening for you. I'm glad we're looking into that. And we'll talk here in a couple more days and keep this rocking.
Sounds great, man. Have a good show. Knock the socks off, break a leg.
Thank you. Tell Ingve I said hi while you're there.
Absolutely.
And hello to all the Pretty Boy Floyd guys.
Cool. Thank you, dude.
Take it easy, guys.
Good night.
Take care. All right. Well, hey, there you go. We'll keep this up. Listen to some Midnight Devils tonight. Why not? If you're not going to be coming to my gig, I mean, you can come to my gig. Edge of Blue, we're playing at 8:30 tonight. So, but yeah, check us out on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe while you're here. And then there's plenty of other shows out there that are great. Sea of Tranquility has a great show out there. I'm going to be getting to know a little bit more, and I'm going to be talking with some of these guys down the line. That's one of the things that I really, really am looking forward to doing, is getting together with some of these other guys and talking music, because that's really what it's about. It's about community. It's not about competition, right? That's why I say what I say. When you step out your door, you're in everybody else's world. They're not in yours. So start thinking community, and start thinking people, and start thinking sharing ideas, and having some fun together. That's how these good things grow, right? So keep it cool, keep it real, keep rocking. It's Saturday night, so I'm going to go get my rehearsal on, and hopefully I have a good feeling that I'll get it right tonight. If I don't, it'll go just great. So again, here's the tour dates. Keep your eyes open for this, and then I will see you very, very soon. And you all just have a great rest of the evening. Take it easy. Have a great weekend.